Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube video. I am going to record this video today about ITIL 4 foundation test preparation. So this is not a tutorial video, it's actually like how we can prepare quickly for the ITIL and few foundational and basic topics with the ITIL. And if you like this video, I will make more video. I have a plan to complete this ITIL 4 foundation series videos. So let's get started. So today I will discuss some topics from the beginning of the ITIL syllabus, and I will explain everything with the slides. I created some slides, so hopefully it will be helpful for you as well as it will be helpful for me in future reference. So let's get started. So first of all, what is ITIL? So ITIL is a framework, and ITIL stands for the Information Technology Infrastructure Library. ITIL is the international de facto management framework that describes the best practices for IT service management. And ITIL implementation, ITIL is the world's most widely accepted approach for management and IT delivery services. By implementing ITIL, organization can get a clear insight of the total cost of ownership and activities in the IT department. So all the IT service delivery industry, specifically IT service management industry and IT departments try to follow ITIL framework for the ease of their work and to put everything in a organized manner. So there are some ITIL implementation benefits. These benefits are improved customer satisfaction. It improved the IT services. It's improved the return of investment of IT. It's improved the competence, capability, and productivity of IT staffs. Increased staff retention, reduced cost, and improved system application availability. Also, it's clear cost and asset of IT industry. And ITIL actually is composed of ITIL Foundation 4 test is composed of a syllabus, and this syllabus actually discuss about 7 learning outcomes. So here is the main 7 learning outcomes. So number 1 outcomes is understand the key concept of service management, and number 2 is understand how ITIL guiding principles can help an organization adopt and adapt service management. Here 2 words, adopt and adapt. And number 3 is understand the 4 dimension of service management. And number 4 is understand the purpose and components of the ITIL service value system. Number 5 is understand the activities of the service value chain and how they interconnect each other. And number 6 is know the purpose and key terms of 15 ITIL practices and understand 7 ITIL practices. So here's the syllabus, and more widely describe the first outcomes, understanding the key concept of the service management. And you can see here in the second column it's saying assessment criteria. So basically these describe the topics covered in this key concept of service management. And in the third column you can see it's saying book reference. So this book reference is actually from the Exolus official guide of ITIL foundation test preparation book. So if you go to the reference number in the original book, you will see there is a topics under 2.0 that is related to either service, utility, warranty, or customer, something like that. And in the fourth column we can see it's mentioned Bloom's level BL1, and then we can see Bloom's BL2, and fifth column it's saying the marks distributed for these topics. I will discuss about this what is Bloom's level in next slides. So Bloom's level, actually Bloom's taxonomy, it provides a learning framework that moves a student from a lower order thinking to a higher order thinking. So there are 6 levels in the Bloom taxonomy. So number 1 is remembering, and number 2 is understanding, and 3 is applying, 4 analyzing, evaluating, and creating. So if I go to my previous slides, you can see it's saying like Bloom level 1 and Bloom level 2. So basically Bloom level 1 and Bloom level 2 are related with remembering and understanding. So here is the thing with the ITIL test. So in the ITIL test, you have to remember and understand topics and the definitions. So and how does it work. So most probably you have to remember a lot of things like definitions and how does it work. So it's very important, each and every topics you find out some keywords and try to remember those things with those keywords. I will explain this in the next slides. Let's move. We are now going to discuss the first topics from the syllabus. This is understand the key concept of service management. So 1.1 is recall the definition of service, utility, warranty, customer, user, service management, and sponsor. This is recall of the definition. So this definition is very important, and most of the time in the real test you will find like what is the definition of service, what is the definition of utility, this type of question. Let's move to the next slide. So topic number 1.1 is service. So what is service? Service, a means of enabling value co-creation by facilitating outcomes that customer want to achieve without the customer having to manage specific costs and risk. So basically service is a type of facilitating outcomes that is created by value co-creation, and customer don't want to take any specific cost or risk to achieve those outcomes. That is defined as a service. And whenever we discuss about service, there is another topic, that is what is product. So product is a configuration of an organization's resources designed to offer value for a customer. So from the definition we can see there is a clear difference between service and product. So service and product makes a service offering. So service offering providers present their services to consumers in the form of service offering, which describe one or more service based on one or more products. For example, so one company is providing IT technician service to the other company, that will be a service from that technician. But a company like a internet service company, they are providing internet service, that could be a product, like internet service, that is a product. Combining of two, like one kind of technical support from the ISP with their internet service, this service and product combined can be a service offering, or individually any service or any product could be a service offering. So here is the question from the real test. So in the real test you will see this type of question. The question is, what is the definition of a service? Just now we read what is the definition of service. So let's see what's the options here. Number A, the means by which an organization is directed and controlled. No, that is not service. Number B, a set of specialized organizational capabilities for enabling value to customer. No, that is not. A method of visualizing work, identifying potential blockage and resources conflicts, and managing work in progress. That is not also a service. Number D, a means of enabling value co-creation by facilitating outcomes that customer want to achieve without the customer having to manage a specific cost and risk. Yeah, this is the correct answer. So you can see the outcomes, cost and risk, this keyword are in the answer. So we can easily select like which is the correct answer for the question, what is the definition of a service. And trust me, this is a real question from the ITIL test And if you go for this test, you could find this question in your test. And this is a very common question, I would say. What is the definition of service? It comes in various forms, like what is the key points related with the service. Then you will see outcomes, cost, and risk. These key points are mentioned in the answer, so you have to select. So next, utility. Recall the definition of utility. So utility is the function offered by a product or service to meet a particular need. So utility can be summarized as what the service does. So every service do something, right? So what that service does, that is the utility, and can be used to determine whether a service is fit for purpose. So these two keywords is very important. Utility is related with what is the service does, and if the service is fit for its purpose. To have utility, a service must either support the performance of the consumer or remove constraints from the consumer. Many services do both, and this is also important points to be remembered. And then the next topic, that is warranty. So warranty assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements. Warranty can be summarized as how the service performs, and used to determine whether a service is fit for use. So you can see here, performance is related with the use, whereas the utility is not with the use. It was what is the purpose, right? So there is a clear difference between utility and warranty. Warranty often relates to service level aligned with the needs of service consumers. This may be based on a formal agreement, or it may be the marketing message or brand image. So most of the time, like every product comes with warranty. So like 5 years warranty, lifetime warranty. This is one type of advertisement or branding with the service or with the product. Okay. So warranty typically addresses such areas as the availability of the service, its capacity, levels of security, and continuity, right? Yeah. So a service may be said to provide acceptable assurance or warranty if all defined and agreed conditions are met. So this is one kind of service warranty conditions, right? So if you meet the agreed condition, you will get a certain level of warranty or lifetime assurance, something like that. So now we will check what is the difference or similarities between service and warranty. So utility is the functionality offered by a product or service to meet a particular need. To have utility, a service must either support the consumer or remove constraints from the consumer. So this part is also very important. Utility can remove constraints from the consumer. And the red letters sentences, what the service does and fit for purpose, is the main keyword to understand what is utility. And warranty is related with assurance. So assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements. Warranty often relate to the service level aligned with the need of service consumers. And the keyword associated with warranty is how the service performs or fit for use. So now come to a question this is related to service again. So identify the missing words in the following sentence. Utility is the dash offered by a product or service to meet a particular need. So what it will be like, what is the utility offered by a product or service to meet a particular need? Assurance, promise, functionality, or outcome. We know it will be functionality. Let's see. Yes, the utility is the functionality offered by a product or service to meet a particular need. So this is also a question from the real test. So you can see like this is actually testing your Bloom level 1, if you can understand the definition of utility. So moving to the next question, this is related with the warranty. What is the definition of warranty? Option A, a tangible or intangible deliverable that is produced by carrying out an activity. Option B, the assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements. Option C, a possible event that could cause harm or loss or make it more difficult to achieve objectives. And option D, the functionality offered by a product or service to meet a particular need. So we know warranty is one type of assurance. So let's see in which option we can find the word assurance. So we can see in the option B, we can see the assurance word is here. The assurance that a product service will meet agreed requirement. So let's see if that is the correct answer. Oh yeah, this is the correct answer. So warranty is the assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements. This question is also from a real test, real ITIL 4 foundation test. And you can see this is testing your Bloom level 1, like what is the definition, if you can recall the definition of warranty. Now moving next, we are going to discuss now 1.1, the customer, user and sponsor. So these three topics, customer, user and sponsor, is interrelated. So that's why we are discussing these three topics together. So first, who is customer? We know like who someone buys something, he is customer. But in ITIL, that is defined as the role that define the requirements for a service. So these role, the customer roles actually defines the requirements. This is written in the red letters, so you have to remember these keywords, okay? For a service and takes responsibility for the outcomes of a service consumption. This is very important also. You will see similar type of questions related with this topic, like takes responsibility, who takes the responsibility for the outcomes of a service consumption, and you have to select the right role for that one. And then come to the user. So user is the role that uses services. So user is basically for a software, like I'm a software user. So it could be possible like my company purchase a Office 365 license for me, and I'm only a user of an Outlook service. But my office, my manager and the boss, he actually the customer of the Office 365 product, right? Yeah. And next, come to the point, sponsor. So the sponsor is the role that authorize budget for the service consumption. In our example, for example, like my office purchase a bulk Office 365 license, and the manager or the CEO of the company who like purchase this for us, every one of us, and who give the budget for this, he is the sponsor. So sponsor is the buyer, like the main buyer of the service, okay? That is the service consumption budget, who passed the service consumption budget. So hope these three role we could understand easily. Like user is a like basic role, like just only the user of services. But customer defines the requirements, like hi, we need a Office 365, okay? And he's the customer, and also he takes the responsibility for uses of these services consumptions, okay? Now come to the point, we want to give another example from the Excelos book, like that is the official books for ITIL preparation. For example, if a company wishes to purchase a mobile phone services for its employees from a wireless carrier, the service provider, the various consumer role may be distributed as follows. The Chief Information Officer, CIO, and key communication team members fill the role of customer, when they analyze the mobile communication requirements of the company's employees, negotiate the contract with the wireless carrier, and monitor the carrier's performance against the contracted requirements. So they are customer basically, like who wants to purchase a service from the internet service provider, or in this example like wireless carrier. The chief financial officer fills the role of the sponsor when they review the proposed service management and approve the cost of the contract as negotiated. Okay, so chief financial officer is the guy who pay bills and everything, right? So he is the sponsor. And the employees, like including me, CIO, CFO, and communication teams member, fills the roles of users when they order, receive, and use the mobile phone services as per the agreed service contract. Okay, so I hope this example also explain these three roles very clearly, and you will see some questions from these similar types of examples in the test. And you have to identify the role of customer, sponsor, and user from that question. So now comes to the point, service management. So the key concept of service management is, this is very important because ITIL is all about service management. So service management is a set of specialized organizational capabilities. Keep in mind, specialized organizational capabilities for enabling value for customers in the form of services. Then the question comes, what is value? The value, the perceived benefits. So value, what we receive, the benefits from a service, that is the value. Usefulness and importance of something co-created through an active collaboration between providers, consumer, and other organizations. So whenever like service provider, consumer, or any other parties work together and create something, co-create something from a service that creates benefited user, consumers, service provider, everyone, that creates a value. And the service management is totally managing everything, right? So enabling this value for the customers in the form of service is the service management, and it's a specialized organizational capabilities, like how the organizations actually manage this value for the customers in the form of services. So here is a question that is asking about a sponsor. So let's see what is the question. Which statement about a sponsor is correct? A person who defines the requirements for a service and takes responsibility for the outcomes of the service consumption. I am pretty sure you can remember this is not the definition of sponsor. This is the definitions of, yes, you are correct, customer, right? The role that is accountable for delivery of a specific service. This is not correct. A person who authorizes budget, right? So yes, it seems like that one, but we will read the last options as well. The last option is a person or organization that has an interest or involvement in organization, product, service, practice, or other entity. No. So we know sponsor is a person who is related with authorizing budgets, right? So I will pick the answer C, option C. Let's see. Yes, a person who authorizes budgets for the service consumption is a sponsor. Then the next question, which role submits service request? So who actually requests for the service? The user or their authorized representative, the customer or their authorized representative, the sponsor, no, that is not the role of sponsor, the supplier, no, that is not the role of supplier. So we have to choose between the user or the customer. We know like the customer request for service, okay, but user uses the service. So I will choose option B, the customer. Let's see. Oh no, I am wrong. The user or their authorized representative is the role who submit service request. Let's go back to the role of user. the role that uses service, right? Yeah. So come back to the question. Yeah. Which will submit service request, the user or their authorized representative? Thank you. I will record the next section very soon, and I will upload this again. Upload this very soon. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hope it will help you in the journey of your ITIL preparation. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day.